Hello friends, welcome to my channel Mindful Convo. Don't forget to subscribe the channel so that you will be notified for the new upcoming videos. So the topic for today is environmental management accounting. So this particular management accounting, it focuses on environmental related information required for decision making within the organization, and also it is used for external reporting. So firstly we'll try to understand that what is the concept behind this. So whenever we produce a product, it includes some environmental cost. Let's say if you are doing coal mining, you are spoiling the land. So to bring that land to previous position, you have to perform some activities which require cost. So we should consider that cost. So when we are digging the land, we are spoiling it, and then to bring back that land to the good and its old condition, we spend some cost on it. So that cost is known as environmental cost. So generally we, while producing any product, we forget to take into account these types of costs. So these are the most essential costs which are required to be recorded so that we came to know the true picture of the cost actually incurred on a product. You can follow activity based costing to apply this concept, because this particular technique requires allocation of each and every cost to the respective product. So let's say if you are producing 4 types of products, and on one the environmental cost is less, on one the cost is high, and on one the cost is not at all incurred. But what we do, instead of allocating the cost on each and every product, we just take the lump sum amount and try to account it into overhead cost. So which is not at all the correct approach. So to avoid all these repercussions which were causing due to the ignorance of environmental cost, the environmental management accounting came into picture. So we'll discuss further about it, that what are the types of environmental cost. So the conventional cost, here the raw material and energy costs are included, because nothing comes free. We are producing a product, it requires energy, it requires electricity, it requires natural resources. So from wherever we are acquiring those natural resources, there will be a time when these resources will become zero. So we should keep in mind of all these factors while producing a product, that we are not providing harm to the environment, that in future we are in no position to produce these products again. And let me tell you, nowadays consumers have also become very environmental friendly. They want to produce the goods from only those organizations who are environmentally friendly, who are following all the rules which are required to keep the environment in a good condition. Because due to the introduction of CSR activities, each and every organization is accountable to do the activities in such a way that they are not providing any harm to the environment. So consumer will also purchase from you if you are providing the goods which are environmental friendly. Now other part is potentially hidden costs. So these are the costs which we don't realize that they have incurred, we ignore these costs and we try to account them into overhead costs, but actually they are the environmental costs. So they, due to these types of costs, we don't came to the true picture of the environmental total cost. Now third one is contingent cost. So these are the costs which might be in future could be incurred, like the cost related to decommissioning, cleanup cost, like with the cost which we are not incurring to today's date, but it can be incurred in the future. So we should account all those costs because they are the part of the cost of that particular product. Now the fourth one is image relationship cost. So costs that by their nature are intangible. Here we can take example of reports. So the reports we are producing for the managers, for the for the reporting purposes. So these reports are generally taken as a part of daily procedures. Like these are taken as a part of general information production. So rather these reports should be included as a part of environmental cost because these reports are prepared with relevance to the environment. Now other part of this topic is quality reporting cost. So each and every organization has to report the current actual environmental costs incurred. So this will be published on the reports which are used for external reporting purposes. So they have to bifurcate the amount of the quality reporting cost. So how this will work, there are 4 types of cost. Environmental prevention cost. So in this section, what the organization tries to do, they try to prevent the waste production. So they try that they are not doing any harm to the environment, they are not producing any waste, because there is a possibility that the waste you are incurring needs to be disposed of. So here the disposal of waste takes a huge cost. It is waste, and although originally it is waste, it is scrap, but to dump that scrap you have to incur some cost also. So here the double cost is incurred. So you should take into account all these costs also. But here, if the environmental prevention cost is incurred in such a way that these waste can be avoided, so it will be better for the environment, for each and everyone. So environmental prevention cost should be included in the quality reporting cost. Now other one is environmental detection cost. So here we are trying to detect the cost which is incurred. So the cost incurred to ensure that the organization complies with regulations and voluntary standards. So here the money, time and efforts are required to test environmental impact. So you can also tell it appraisal cost. So if a good appraisal cost is incurred, then it will not lead to the failure cost, to the environmental failure cost. Now the other one is environmental internal failure cost. So each and every cost is interconnected to each other. So here the failure has been done, but it is within the organization. It means that we are failed to detect the environmental cost. So now the harm has been done, but it is within the organization. So the cost incurred from performing activities that have produced contaminants and waste that have not been discharged into the environment. So here Upon detection, environmental impact is discovered but is contained within the business. So we have detected the failure, but it is within ourselves only. Now other one is environmental external failure cost. So it is that the cost may occur if an undetected environmental impact reaches the outside world. Here we are not able to detect that cause, and due to which it has been reached to the outside world. So this was all about this particular topic. So I hope you liked the video, and yes, please don't forget to subscribe my channel Mindful Convo. So goodbye, thank you.